Get ready to explore the songs that define 1965. These tracks change music forever, and today, they're turning 60. Let's dive in. The Animals burst onto the music scene in 1962, emerging from the gritty industrial landscape of Newcastle, England. Eric Burdon's raw, intense vocals and the band's bluesy sound set them apart from their British invasion counterparts. While House of the Rising Sun launched their career, We Gotta Get Out of This Place became an unexpected anthem for Vietnam soldiers, despite the band's strong anti-war stance that often put them at odds with conservative audiences.
We gotta get out of this place. Girl, it's a better.
Today, Eric Burdon continues to perform occasionally, though most of the original members have passed away. The song's writers, Barry Mann and Cynthia Whale, revealed they actually wrote it about wanting to escape the pressures of New York's famous Brill Building, where they worked as songwriters. The Vietnam connection was entirely organic, showing how music takes on meanings far beyond its creator's intentions. Here's something that might surprise you. The Animals recorded two versions of this song, one for the UK and one for the US market. The UK version has a distinctly different bass line and organ arrangement. Most Americans have never heard this alternate version, which some music critics argue is superior to the US release. Simon and Garfunkel's journey began in Queens, New York, where they performed as Tom and Jerry in their high school years. The Sound of Silence initially flopped upon its 1964 acoustic release, leading to the duo's temporary split. Without their knowledge, producer Tom Wilson added electric instruments to the track in 1965, creating the version we know today. This unauthorized remix caused tension between the duo and their label.
Within the sound of silence.
Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel's relationship has been notoriously rocky since their first split in 1970. Their attempts at reunions often ended in public disagreements and canceled tours. The profound impact of The Sound of Silence continues to resonate, with the song seeing a massive resurgence after being featured in key moments of film and television, introducing it to new generations. Few people know that Paul Simon wrote The Sound of Silence in his bathroom with the lights off. He claimed the darkness helped him focus on the song's themes of disconnection and lack of communication. The song took him just a few hours to write, but its impact has lasted 6 decades. Hey friends, if these memories are stirring up your own stories from the 1960s, please share them in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video with friends who'll appreciate this musical journey all the way back to 1965. James Brown, the godfather of soul, was already a force to be reckoned with by 1965. His early years were marked by poverty and struggle, including time in juvenile detention, where he formed his first gospel quartet. When I Got You, I Feel Good was released, Brown was fighting his record label over creative control and financial issues, leading to heated confrontations that sometimes turned physical.
I feel good. I knew that I would not.
Brown's innovative approach to rhythm and timing in I Got You helped lay the foundation for funk music. The famous saxophone riff, played by Maceo Parker, became one of the most recognizable instrumental hooks in music history. In his later years, Brown faced legal troubles and substance abuse issues, but his influence on modern music remains undeniable. Artists from Michael Jackson to Prince cited him as a major influence. The famous saxophone riff in I Got You was actually recycled from Brown's earlier, lesser-known song, I Found You, from 1962. When the song was recorded, Brown fired his band on the spot for playing too loose, then rehired them immediately after getting the perfect take. The Beach Boys were riding high in 1965 when Help Me Rhonda hit the charts. Behind the scenes, however, tensions were building between Brian Wilson and his father manager, Murray Wilson, who had a history of physical and emotional abuse toward his sons. During the recording sessions, Murray repeatedly interrupted, leading to a heated confrontation that was captured on tape. Today, only Mike Love and Bruce Johnston regularly tour as the Beach Boys, while Brian Wilson is retired from performing due to health issues. The song went through multiple recordings before the final version was released, with Brian Wilson's perfectionism leading to countless takes in two completely different versions. Al Jardine, who sang lead on Help Me Rhonda, originally wanted to be a dentist and only joined the band temporarily. The song might have never existed if he had stuck to his original career plan. The Lovin Spoonful formed in New York's Greenwich Village folk scene, but their desire to electrify their sound caused controversy among folk purists. Do You Believe in Magic marked their transition from folk to rock, though the band faced criticism from both folk traditionalist and rock audiences. Their career was later derailed by a drug bust that led to bassist Steve Boone's arrest and damaged their clean-cut image.
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart?
John Sebastian, the band's founder, has had a successful solo career and wrote and performed the theme song for the TV show Welcome Back, Kotter. The band's influence on folk rock is often overlooked, but their unique blend of folk, rock, and jug band music helped to pave the way for future genres. During the recording of Do You Believe in Magic, the band used an auto harp that was missing several strings. Rather than replace it, they worked around the missing notes, creating the song's distinctive sound. We would love to hear your memories of 1965. Please share those in the comments below, and make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment telling us which of these tracks brings back the best memories. Subscribe now to catch more videos about the music that shaped our generation. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles were Motown's first successful group, but The Tracks of My Tears came at a challenging time for the label. Berry Gordy's strict quality control policies often led to tension with artists, and the song initially failed Motown's weekly quality control meetings 3 times before finally being approved for release.
The tracks of my tears.
The song's creation took 6 months, with guitarist Marv Tarplin creating the distinctive riff that would become the song's signature. Robinson initially struggled with the lyrics until his wife Claudette suggested the title. Today, the song is considered one of the greatest recordings of all time, and Robinson continues to perform at 93, though most of the original Miracles have passed away. The song's famous line, "Take a good look at my face," was inspired by Robinson watching a Western film where an Indian chief told someone to take a good look at his face to see if he was lying. Martha and the Vandellas emerged from Detroit's vibrant music scene, but their path to success was marked by intense competition and conflict within Motown. When Nowhere to Run was released, tensions were high between Martha Reeves and Berry Gordy over creative control and compensation. The song was recorded at a time when Detroit's auto industry was booming, and uniquely, parts of the rhythm track included chains and car parts from a Ford motor assembly line. The song gained renewed attention during the Vietnam War, with soldiers relating to its themes of feeling trapped. Martha Reeves later revealed that the stress of touring and Motown's demanding schedule led to her hospitalization for exhaustion during this period. Today, while Martha still performs occasionally, she's also served on Detroit City Council, bringing her passion for music into local politics. The promotional video for Nowhere to Run was filmed at the Ford Mustang plant in Detroit, making it one of the first music videos to be shot on location in an industrial setting. The shoot had to be completed between shift changes, giving the band just 30 minutes to get all the footage they needed. The Toys were actually high school friends from Jamaica, Queens, who formed their group during lunch breaks. A Lover's Concerto took Bach's Minuet in G major and transformed it into a pop hit, though this caused controversy among classical music purists who accused the group of degrading a masterpiece. The group faced significant challenges as young black women in the music industry, often dealing with unfair contracts and exploitation. Despite the song's massive success, the group received minimal royalties and struggled to maintain their momentum. The classically trained arrangers who adapted Bach's piece made more money from the song than the performers. The group eventually disbanded due to financial disputes and management issues, though their influence on the girl group sound remains significant. The song's sophisticated arrangement includes a time signature change from box 3/4 to 4/4 time, making it one of the few hit songs to successfully adapt a classical piece while maintaining its musical integrity. The producers originally wanted to speed up the tempo even more, but decided against it when they realized it would make the lyrics too difficult to understand. Freddie and the Dreamers stood out in the British invasion for their unique stage presence, with Freddie Garrity's energetic dancing and distinctive style. However, their success story hides a darker side. The band was locked into an exploitative contract that gave them little control over their music or earnings. I'm Telling You Now became their signature hit, though Freddie's exaggerated performance style sometimes led critics to dismiss them as a simple novelty act.
I'm telling you now. I'm telling you.
The band created a dance called the Freddie, which briefly rivaled the Twist in popularity. Though they never reached the same heights after their initial success, Freddie continued performing until health issues forced his retirement in 2001. Today, their music serves as a reminder of the lighter side of the British invasion, even as it prompts discussions about artist exploitation in the early rock era. Before forming the Dreamers, Freddie Garrity worked as a milkman and would practice his famous dance moves while delivering bottles. His customers often complained about finding their milk shaken up, not realizing their milkman would soon be a rock star. Herman's Hermits face constant criticism, from rock purists who dismissed Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter as too commercial despite its massive success. Peter Noone was just 17 when they recorded it, and the song wasn't even intended for release in America. The band's management deliberately played up their clean-cut image in contrast to grittier British invasion bands, though this strategy later backfired as musical taste changed.
Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter.
The song's distinctive sound came from a muted guitar effect that was actually achieved by accident when guitarist Derek Leckenby used a piece of paper under the strings. This happy accident helped create one of the most recognizable guitar sounds of the era. Peter Noone continues to tour and perform, maintaining an active connection with fans through social media and live shows. The song was originally written for a British TV play and was nearly forgotten until the band's producer suggested they record it. They laid down the track in just 2 takes, using a single microphone. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the songs of 1965. These tracks aren't just turning 60, they're reminders of the moments that shaped our lives. Share your memories in the comments, hit subscribe and the notification bell so that you don't miss any opportunity to relive the music from decades ago.